Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Patreon Partners along with Bob Iacchino. Let's check on NEO. So NEO, you see, reversed their 7640 level back to rotation zone. So that one was all done. Came up, spiking through our 7967, didn't quite make it to 8272. Weakness coming in there, then pulling back, couldn't hold the rotation zone. Then we got the bigger pullback just below the 50% retracement level. Could also, during this, do the projections down from there, which we're just holding slightly above that level right now. What I wanted to do though is we have a potential interesting double bottom pattern here. It's got to get above the rotation zone. The rotation zone will be all the way, and probably the 50 EMA will be all the way too. And here would be the targets. Sorry, here, let's get this back on. Here would be the targets for this one. The targets would be right now. Okay, so it's reversing this key move, so it fits in with that. That gives us back with a cluster right around the 74.50 area. So we have a major cluster there, stop reduction clustered in 76.23 and 77.80. It would require a close of an extended move above 71.52 though. So that's what we'll be watching for that way. And then that also final target is about the 12.5 retracement from the key low to key high, most recent swing high and low. So that's going to be a very important target. Above that, we're watching for the retest of the highs, and then 85.63 and 89.35. We'll also check it on a daily chart in a second. We also have to do something if we head back down. We have to do our GAN projections lower. So we have to go back to these ones and look at this. Now we have a really nice support target coming in about 63.15 to 63.50 area. That's going to be very key support should we not get above the rotation zone, because if we go back to the rotation zone, rotate back down, then it'll be a triple bottom, which is generally a continuation pattern. Then we'll look for that 63.15 to 63.67, then 61.07. Those could be potential reversal areas. Now let's check in on that daily chart. Daily chart NEO, see, it's been holding against the 8 EMA, so it's spiking up. A key closes, can't get a close into that. What's interesting now is that double bottom on the 4-hour chart. If it were to trigger, it would be through the 8 EMA, and the targets are well within the declining rotation zone. So the key level based off the daily chart that we have to really get above is this 70.77 area. 8 EMA and this 37.5 retracement level is going to be very key. That's why we're waiting for this pattern to trigger. Like always, we're not trying to front run it, because it could easily come up here, not trigger the pattern, and drop back down. Just keep that in mind. Don't get overly aggressive. Wait for the patterns to trigger. Switching over to NEM, XEM, so it's coming up, spiking through, then closing at our 0.3343 level. Those are all done. I'm just going to move that out of the way now. If we do move higher, this is not a double bottom, by the way. It's very sloppy, horizontal, and we have a bottom technically there, a bottom here, and a bottom here, so it's more like a triple bottom. Then we had this really rapid move up and pulling back right now. What we can watch for is if we can turn around and catch on this first cross rotation zone, then we can watch for the higher prices. Let me see if I can get this to click. There we go. That's not really going to give us much that is useful, so I'm going to take that back off. Really, if we get above this cluster at 0.3231 area, then we'll be watching for return to 0.33658. Then a return to the highs, and then the next major cluster above there is coming in with the declining 200 simple moving average. So we'd be looking at about 0.3638. Now, if this can't sustain and we're about to get the first cross, that's what we'll be watching for, see if it catches here and rotating back up. If we cannot get that, then watch for a retest of about this 0.2722 level. And then that would be a fourth bottom, and then I'd be watching for it actually to break through there at 0.2681 next cluster area, and then possibly down to 0.2590, where we'd be looking for another reversal pattern. Let's check in on the daily though. Daily chart, see, spiking up into the rotation zone, then dropping back down. We just really needed to get above this 8 EMA to get any traction on there, so really watch for that. Watch for today's close to see if we can close about above I'm just going to say above this 37.5, because then it would easily have cleared the 8. That would be a close above the 0.30975 level. Then we'd be in the rotation zone and we could watch for that higher price action. If this is rejected from the rotation zone again, then we'll be watching for the lower price action. Other than that, nothing else going on with NEM, XEM, and we will talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.